going to get started. Throw the mask on. All right. Hello, folks. I'm Landon Wexler with CBS 42. I'm with Tanya Twerdowsky. She is an account manager at the Modern Brand Company, one of downtown Birmingham's full-service ad agency. And, well, one of the people who created this pretty marvelous mural behind us. Now, you said this. We talked a little bit about how this came about. What was the inspiration? First, how did you guys get started on making this happen?
Yeah, we had a blank slate, and we wanted to create a message for our community and to show that we stand behind Black people, and we are here to listen, we're here to support, and just create a space where people could come and have conversations and learn.
Got that. And now, there are a lot of pretty beautiful murals around the area. One of them, George Floyd, right there.
Yes.
A couple on 2nd Avenue. But one thing that makes y'all's different is that there's this hand behind. This hand where people are able to participate. There are a couple people participating in the back of us right now. Tell me, how'd that idea come about?
If you've looked at all the Black Lives Matter, the protests and a lot of the signs had the hand. And so we wanted to do a hand. And then we were toying around with the idea, and then yesterday as we were painting the wall, there's a little boy named Trip, and he came up and he asked if he could help us. And we thought about it, and we were like, you know what, Trip, why don't we paint your hand and you could put your hand up? And that's how it all started. Initially the idea was not to do a big community art piece, and it was just a beautiful organic thing where Trip, little 3-year-old, started this whole thing, and it's just become so wonderful to watch.
Absolutely. Now, CBS 42 is going to have a digital piece later in the day. We're going to show photos of Trip. He's a young, how old was he? 3 years old?
He was 3 years old. He's going to be 4.
Okay.
Just learned to write his name. Triplet, he was just adorable.
Now tell me, he walked up, tell me the story. He walked up, so Trip is a 3-year-old black boy, and
Yes.
he walked up, and he said, can I be a part of it? Tell me that story about how that happened.
Yeah, so he asked if he could help, and we said sure. And initially, we had the black wall here, and so we were like, hey, for your hand to show up, it'll be, we had the white paint, we didn't have the colored paint yesterday. And he painted his hand, and he put it up there, and then he walked away. He signed his name and walked away. And then he came back, and he ran back, and he was like, I'm not white, I want a black hand. And it was just so powerful, and we were like, of course. And so he painted his hand black, and then I don't know if you can see from there, but his black handprint is over his white handprint. And it was just such a powerful moment, and for us to be able to kneel down and look at Trip in the eye and say, we are here for you, we want to listen, we want to do whatever we can to make this world better for you and to protect you. And that's what this is about. It's not about the agency, it's not about anything other than being here for the community and being able to speak to our community and learn from them and see what we can do to help.
Now, you said you came out here on Monday morning. That
Yes.
was following the protests that ended up turning a little violent on Sunday night. You were out here Monday morning, bright and early.
Yeah.
And y'all were just painting, huh?
Yeah, well, no, before we painted, we had to put all the wood up.
Right, the canvas first. I hear you.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cleanup. We're here with our friends at the Wheelhouse, just doing everything we can to clean up. And nobody was upset. Everything is just physical items. It's just glass. They're just buildings. It's nothing compared to the human lives that are being lost.
Right. Okay, and now, let's see. Now, this, like I said, it has gotten a lot of attention. I've been here throughout the morning. I think I got here around 10:15 or so.
Yeah. And
people had been coming up in reactions. Tell me the reactions you've gotten personally.
Everything has been fantastic. So we got here at 8 on the dot, and we finished up the large hand, and starting from 8 o'clock, there were people here, people stopping their cars in the street and honking and waving. We're very thankful. We have not had any negative interactions yet. If there are, we are ready to address them and have that conversation and be uncomfortable and try to change people's perceptions.
Caught that. And now, you were telling me the story, the artist of the
Wheelhouse.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, George Floyd.
George Floyd,
George
yes.
Floyd, yes. tell me, you had a little rivalry going on. What was going on there?
Yeah, so we came yesterday, and we were like, oh, this is great. Like, we have this idea. And then, I mean, minutes later, Shane B pulled up. And if anybody knows Shane, he is an amazing graphic graffiti artist. And as soon as he got out of the car, we're like, oh no. And so the whole afternoon, it was just a friendly rivalry where we look over at him, and he's just incredible. He just had a picture of George Floyd and some spray paint, and he was just spray painting, and we were here, and we were just checking on everybody, like how they're doing, how we're doing, and it's been a wonderful. We're so thankful that we're right next to the George Floyd mural, because this has become, we've been calling it.
There's your support.
Yep. We've been calling it's just a corridor of conversation, if you want to be cliche. It's like because people stop at the George Floyd mural and they take pictures, and then they come here and they can put their hand on the wall, and they're surrounded. Unfortunately, the Lyric and the Alabama and the McWayne Center all have damage, but there's beauty in this where we can go and we can talk to our neighbors, and we can show that we're here to support and to make changes.
Incredible. Let's see. And now people, as they walk up, I think the message is pretty loud and clear. Black Lives Matter. What do y'all want people to think as they walk by and as they're able to participate? What would you like to have going through people's minds as they see this?
Oh, so lots of things.
Right.
One of the things is, if you notice, nothing about us. It is not. We do not want. Despite being talking to you on Facebook Live right now, we don't want it to be about us. We just want it to be conversations. We want people to go out and to vote and to make changes through their actions. And so you can go and you can vote. You can follow, see what you can do following Black Lives Matter. You can go on Facebook and follow all the peaceful protests and read about how to be an anti-racist, and read about how you can change your community. Talk to your friends, your neighbors, your families. See what you can do to become a better person and to become a better Birmingham. I mean, we've had so many steps forward this week, but we have we have a lifetime more to go.
Right. And your team, just to emphasize the word, I know you want to brush it off, but I want to. How much time and effort went into this one?
We calculated about maybe 6 hours.
Okay.
Between yesterday and today.
Okay, and it seems, and people are adding to it as we go, which is so darn cool. It's pretty cool to see, isn't it?
Yeah. So we welcome everybody to come. We are next door to Revelator, across the street from the Alabama and the McWayne Center. This isn't our building, so we'll see how long we want it stays up. But as long as it stays up, we're going to be here and welcoming people to come and to put their hands up, write messages of hope, whatever they want to do.
Again, Tanya Twerdowsky of The Modern Brand. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Beautiful work y'all have done. This is this is in downtown Birmingham, corner of 3rd Avenue North and 19th Street North. If you want to check it out, I don't see it going anywhere. Come on down and see what they got. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much. Landon Wexler of CBS 42. I'll have a piece for you recapping today.